You are stuck in a paradox. You are objectively the smartest person in the room. You have the data, the logic, and the solution before anyone else even understands the problem. Yet, you are invisible. You watch in frustration as the guy with half your IQ takes control of the meeting, wins the negotiation, or gets the girl simply because he talks louder. You tell yourself the world is shallow. You tell yourself they just don't appreciate depth. You are lying to yourself. The world isn't broken. Your delivery system is. Society operates on a ruthless efficiency algorithm. It doesn't have time to dig for your genius. If your value isn't immediately visible, it doesn't exist. You are currently a gold mine with no entrance. By the end of this video, we are going to blast the entrance open. No fake smiles, no acting, just pure social mechanics. This is the mechanism you need to understand. Think of your value like a high-performance car. Your intelligence is the engine. It generates the raw horsepower, the potential, the force. But your social presence is the transmission. It transfers that power to the road. Right now, you are sitting in a Ferrari, redlining the engine in neutral. You are making noise. You are burning fuel. You are overheating your brain with analysis, but you aren't moving. Meanwhile, the average guy in a Honda Civic is miles ahead of you, simply because he knows how to shift gears. He has traction. You don't. People don't judge you by your horsepower, what you know. They judge you by your traction, what you show. If you can't shift your intelligence out of your head and into the room, you are technically powerful, but functionally useless. Why do people ignore you? It's not malice, it's biology. The human brain has a built-in spam filter designed to save energy. Logic, data, and complex explanations are heavy. They require high energy to process. Emotion, status, and clarity are light. They slip right through the filter. When you start a conversation with a long, detailed explanation, you trigger the spam filter. The other person's eyes glaze over. They categorize you as a background process, someone who processes data, not someone who leads. To bypass this filter, you must stop trying to be correct and start trying to be legible. You need to wrap your heavy logic in a light package. Leaders don't just transfer information, they transfer intent. If you want to be heard, you must stop acting like a calculator and start acting like a commander. The first tool to fix this is military-grade communication. Bottom line, up front. Intelligent men have a bad habit of showing their work. You want to explain the history, the context, and the variables before you give the answer. You think this proves you are smart. It actually makes you look unsure. Stop it. Nobody cares about the process. They care about the result. In your next interaction, invert your speech. Give the conclusion in the very first sentence. Don't say, well, based on the Q3 variance and the marketing trends. Say, we need to cut the budget today. Here is why. When you lead with the answer, you frame yourself as the authority. When you lead with the explanation, you frame yourself as the employee seeking approval. State the hard truth first, then let them ask for the proof. The second tool is physical, the optical lock. Invisibility often comes from a lack of tension. When you speak, do you look around? Do you look at your phone? Do you blink too much? This dissipates power. To become visible, you must create tension. Before you speak, lock eyes with the person you are addressing. Hold the gaze for 2 full seconds in total silence. Do not smile, just look. This short pause screams confidence. It signals, I am not afraid of the silence, and what I am about to say is worth waiting for. This small micro-action forces the room to freeze. It switches their brain from passive listening to active threat assessment. You go from being a background extra to the main character in 1 second. Never deliver a high-value idea while looking at the floor. The third tool is counterintuitive, the Trojan Horse. Perfect logic creates suspicion. If you are always right, always perfect, and always robotic, people don't trust you. They can't connect with a machine. To smuggle your intelligence past their defenses, you need to show a human crack. Admit a small struggle. Say, I was completely wrong about this last week, but the new data shows. Or, I struggled to wrap my head around this at first. By admitting a small flaw, you disarm them. You prove you are honest, which makes them trust your big idea when you finally drop it. It's a tactical sacrifice. You give them a pawn, a small mistake, to take their king, their trust. The world isn't slow, it's compressed. People don't ignore you because you lack value. They ignore you because they can't decode it fast enough. This isn't an intelligence problem, it's a translation problem. You don't need to become louder, simpler, or fake. You need to make your signal easier to receive. State the conclusion first. Let your eyes land before your words do. Allow a small imperfection to show so trust can form. This is not about dominance, it's about alignment between what you know and what others can perceive. When your transmission matches your engine, things change quietly. Meetings move faster, resistance drops, decisions start orbiting you. So tomorrow, don't explain, decide. Say less, mean more, and notice how often people start asking you what comes next. Hit like if you are ready to be seen. Subscribe if you want to master the game. Stop thinking, start driving.